Good morning, everyone. It's Jamie, and I'm here with a 30-minute practice today. It's Hatha yoga, so we're just going to be mindful about the breath. Just coming to your stillness, lifting up the spine, relaxing the shoulders and arms, and gently closing your eyes. Just allow your breath to settle and find its own natural rhythm. Don't try to change your breath in any way. Just be the observer. And watch your breath as it flows. And feel your body's reaction to each and every breath you take. Sitting in stillness, allowing the breath to slow down. It will also slow down the mind and bring us into present moment awareness. Now let's bring our palms together at heart center and we'll say one long Om to start the class. So inhale deeply. Release your hands, put them behind your back, and then as you exhale, bend forward from the waist and surrender to Mother Earth. Inhaling, coming back up. Release your hands again, and just gently open your eyes. Namaste. We're going to start today's session with some Bhastrika Pranayama and some Nandi breathing. And you can either sit like this with cross-legged, or you can sit back on your heels. Either way is fine. I just prefer sitting like this because it gives me a little bit of extra height. We're going to use the arms at the same time. And what we're going to do is bring the arms sharply down as we exhale through the nose. And the exhale is strong exhale and a passive inhale. It looks like this. And we're going to repeat that 30 times. If you feel any sensations, lightheadedness, dizziness, then just stop the practice. So stretch the arms out first, inhale, and begin. And then we're going to do a similar kind of exhale with the arm pumping down to the side. So let's block the right nostril, raise the left elbow up to shoulder level, and we're going to exhale as we do 20 of these fast exhalations and begin. Closing the other nostril and pumping the other side, 20, and begin. And then both arms together, 20, and begin. And then just rest the back of the hands on the thighs with the palms facing up. Gently close your eyes and just observe any sensations in the body, perhaps around the head, the sinuses. Notice your breathing, any tingling in the extremities, just tuning in to what's going on, allowing your breath to settle. And once more, be the observer. A really nice practice for energizing the body. We're detoxifying by removing the carbon dioxide, strengthening the nervous system, strengthening the lungs and the respiratory system, and also really good for the relief of tension, headaches, or migraines. So now let's just gently open our eyes. And we'll start by doing a few cat-cow stretches. So take your position on all fours with the fingers widely spread, hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. And let's breathe long and slow and deep. As we inhale, chin and chest goes up, tailbone goes up, let's bend the spine. And then exhaling, dropping the chin, pushing away with the hands and rounding the back. Inhale. Trying to keep the movements in time with the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And release. Now let's sit back on the heels, interlock the fingers, and stretch the arms up as you inhale deeply. Take a really nice long inhale and just hold it there. Just retain the breath. Just for a few seconds, stretching the arms up. And then exhale and release the arms. Let's repeat that one more time, interlocking the fingers, stretching away as we inhale deeply. And retain the breath. And then exhale deeply. Long, smooth exhale, releasing the arms. And then just allow the breath to settle once more. Let's widen the knees and find our resting warrior. So we're lengthening the spine. Buttocks go back onto the heels. Stretching the arms forward, forehead towards the mat. This is an active stretch, although the name says resting. We're not really resting. We're actively lengthening the spine. Sending our breath deep in, creating the space between the vertebrae that we need. A last long breath here. And then let's transition forward so that we're lying down on the mat. Now that we've got a nice long spine, let's go for a little back bend. Elbows in, shoulders away from the ears, and push up into a cobra or even higher into an up dog, however you feel today. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Feel the work on the lower back, the legs stay active, tops of the feet pushing down into the mat, stretching away from the body. Focus on the breath. Just for a couple of breaths. On the next exhale, let's tuck the toes and push back into down dog. And I'm starting on tiptoes with bent knees, really trying to find the same lovely straight back that we just had in resting warrior, really stretching the arms forward, looking towards the knees or navel, and then trying to straighten the legs just a little bit, trying to bring the heels down towards the mat, just to your comfortable limit, and just be here for a couple of breaths. Now let's walk the feet towards the hands. I'm trying to keep my legs as straight as I can for as long as I can, slowly walking my feet all the way to the front of the mat. I'm staying in my forward fold. You can bend the knees as much as you need to, just so that you can hang the upper body down and be there in the forward fold. Feel the stretch on the hamstrings. Allowing the weight of the upper body and the head to pull you deep. Now let's bend the knees a little bit more. Throw the arms forward. Find that straight back once more. And we're going to inhale and come up with the straight back. Let's do that together. And release the arms. Well done. If you need to roll the shoulders back, then do so. Just rolling, first in one direction, then in the other, loosening any tension. Check in with your feet and just widen the feet so that they're about hip width apart. Spread the toes, ground down evenly, really feeling the soles of your feet making contact with the mat. Soften the knees. Thrust the groin forward, tilting the pelvis, really activating the thighs, drawing the belly in, spine uplifted, head reaching for the ceiling. Ensure the breath is long and slow and smooth. As we stretch the spine up and ground down at the same time. Let's inhale and lift the arms to the front, all the way up towards the heavens. Upper arms near to our ears, stretching our hands and fingers up. Really using the outstretched arms to pull the upper body, pull the sides of the upper body up, keeping that nice long spine. Now grab your opposite elbows. So right hand grabs the left elbow, left hand grabs the right elbow, and keep the arms high. Pull them back as much as you can. Feel the work in the shoulders so that the arms are next to the ears. Keep the spine uplifted. In a moment, we're going to take a forward bend, and it's going to be from the hips. I really want you to try to keep this straight back. And by keeping the arms here as well, keeping them nice and high and nice and back, you'll create an even more strong asana. So, keeping the arms high, bending the knees slightly, and then pivoting from the waist, stretching out with the arms as we exhale, all the way forward, and then all the way down. I'm releasing my chest down towards the thighs, but keeping my arms up high, just for a couple of breaths. Strong work on the shoulders. And let's inhale, coming back up the same way. Inhale. And release the arms. Well done. This time as you inhale, bring the shoulders towards the ears. Bring them right up as you inhale. And then release. Just letting them go. And one more. Inhale. Checking in with the feet again to make sure you've still got them about a shoulder width or a hip width apart. Grounding down nicely into the soles of the feet. Softening the knees again, tilting the pelvis, being nice and tall, and lifting the arms up one more time as you inhale. Once more, stretching up the arms, lengthening the spine. This time we're going to sink the hips back into chair pose. So let's do that now. Keep the nice long spine, keep the arms uplifted, sink the hips back. You can slightly tilt the upper body forward, but try and keep the back straight. And then you can look neutrally ahead or up towards the hands, whatever suits your practice today. Last long breath here. Then slowly releasing the hands and standing up again. Well done. That same deep bend we had in the knees then. We're going to use that to come into eagle pose, which is crossing one leg over the other. So find that deeply bent knees. And then we're going to cross the right leg over the left thigh. If possible, tucking the foot behind the calf. And then if the right leg is on top, then the left arm needs to cross on top as we stretch out to find our eagle arms. If the eagle arms are a little bit difficult for you, you can just hug the chest. Just wrap your arms around the upper body, trying to feel a stretch across the upper back. If you're in eagle arms, then pull the elbows away from the body. Wrists should be about eye level. Just focus on the breath and be here just for a couple of breaths. And then releasing the arms and releasing the legs. Well done. You might just want to flick out the feet, the ankles, just to relieve any tension. And then we're going to repeat that on the other side. So let's have a deep bend of the knees once more. This time crossing the left over the right. And then the right arm over the left. Just being in stillness. A little wobble there from me. Just keep breathing. A last long breath here. And then release the arms and release the legs. Well done. Just flicking the feet out once more. Want to relieve that tension. I'm going to do another little standing pose, another balancing pose now. So coming to some stillness once more on the mat. Grounding down, we're going to raise the right knee, just balancing on the left, and then grabbing hold of that right knee, that right leg, trying to keep the spine as uplifted as you can. Wherever you get to is fine. If you feel that you can stretch and raise the knee a little bit more, then do so. Just try to keep that spine uplifted. And then the last couple of breaths, we're going to try to release the hands and keep the knee there. So try that for me. Just for the last couple of breaths. Well done, and release the leg. Well done indeed. Let's kick the legs out, and then we're going to go on to the other side. So grounding down, this time lifting the left knee and holding it with our hands as we stand nice and straight. Spine uplifted, lifting the knee as high as we can. Focusing on our long, slow breath. And then let's release the hands for the last couple of breaths. Well done, and release the left leg now. And just flicking out the feet. Let's sit down on the mat now, and if you want an extra challenge, try and sit down without using your hands. Stretch out the legs and find our Dandasana, our staff pose. With the spine uplifted, nice and straight, let's lift the arms up once more. From here, keep reaching up to the ceiling, and then we're going to bend forward from the hips, from the waist. Keep reaching up and forward, trying to grab the toes, the feet, or the ankles. Try and keep the back straight for as long as you can, and then folding forward. Just working carefully only within your comfortable limit. Slowly inhaling, coming back up. Placing your hands beside your hips, we're just going to do a counter pose now. So make sure the heels are hip width apart. Raising the hips up as high as you can, squeezing the buttocks together. Head and neck can stay neutral. Just a couple of breaths. And then slowly releasing the buttocks back between the hands. Well done. Now let's lie down on the mat. Bring the knees into the chest. Hug them in. And just slightly roll from side to side. We're going to begin that process of relaxing the body now. Massaging the muscles either side of the spine. Squashing the muscles, squashing the lower back down onto the mat. Sending the long breath there. Relaxing and releasing. And allowing any tension to dissolve. And now let's just extend the legs and find our Savasana just for a couple of minutes. Extend the back of the neck. Allow the ankles to flop open, arms away from the body with the palms facing up, and just relax the whole body now. Let everything go. Allow the breath to settle and find its own natural rhythm. Don't interfere with that process, just become the observer as you just allow each part of the body to relax. Letting go, softening. With the next exhale, you just release and relax any tension that you have. And feel the body sink deeper into this beautiful state of rest and relaxation. And for those of you that want to stay in this relaxing Savasana, then please do so. For those of you that need to start the day, then just begin to bring some movement back to the body. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Stretch the right arm up and behind you. Bend the left knee, placing the left foot flat on the floor, and just roll over onto your right side for 1 or 2 breaths. Make your way to a seated position with the eyes remaining closed. And place the palms together at heart center in Atmanjali Mudra. We'll finish the class by saying one long Om together. Inhale deeply. Release your hands, and with a few gentle blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Today is the last class in November. And for those of you that have been taking part of the challenge, well done. Keep up the good work. And we'll be back with more classes tomorrow. Bye, everyone.